again. He drops him on his nose, and Kenny Baylor doesn't bother to count. He's knocked out. Big shot by Crawford. You could see it coming because the legs weren't there for Andre Georges. Big shot finished the fight. Terence Crawford knocks him out in the 5th round after winning every single round of the fight.
In that last round, had 9 power punches. Overall, 92-79 connect advantage for Terence Crawford. Body work in that last round and the short uppercut that we showed. There are the body punches. 28, and there is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ. Porter looks good on his feet, but not coming forward and firing at Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right, and another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. Magnificent accuracy by the champ. He does damage. Kenny's on the apron, and he's stopping the fight. His father says it's over.
It's all about timing. Told you, Sean Porter makes too many mistakes lunging forward like that. Boom, hit with an uppercut. Terence stepped right to the side, created an angle for himself, avoided those punches. Step back, double step back. There you go.
Yeah, I'm surprised that.
And a left hand, and that stun Lundy. A follow-up left also stung. He's moving funny a little bit. Crawford grinning, coming in. Harder attack. Senses it. Right to the body. Lundy swinging. Wild, crazy. That's what Crawford thinks. And down goes Lundy. Down goes Lundy. 116 left in round 5. His legs are funny. He's up. He beats the count. His legs don't look good, folks. Terence Crawford coming in, basting Hank Lundy. Both hands. Lundy trying to fire back. That's it. Round 5, stoppage victory for Terence Crawford, who says, "See, I told you so." We heard talk all week. Terence Crawford, he was patient, and then he became the predator. He ramped it up. A little bit more in round 3, a little bit more in round 4, and then round 5, drop the hammer.
I'm in a safe position to let his combinations go. Beautiful right hand.
And the champ gets to him.
Get over here.
Just like that.
Get over here.
One of the best closers in the game. 27 knockouts in his career. Do we have 28 right here?
This fight is also
thundering in. Look at Crawford. Vicious attack to close it.
No. Like a right hook, right on the money, right on the button. And you see the legs right there of Brook as he wobbled back to that corner. Nice finish up right here, combination from Terence Bud Crawford. You know, sometimes your opponent can do the work for you. As you can see, Kell Brook was moving forward. He shot a jab out there. Crawford timed it over the top with a nice, short, I would say jab, hook, jab, hook type.
That's the first knockdown. Remember, the ropes held him up.
Boom. And you know, that shot wasn't even on the chin.
135-pound championship of the world.
Oh, he hurt him with the right hand.
Yeah, he staggered and dropped him with the left hand. He hurt him with the right, then the left hand dropped him.
He'll get credit for everything he does at the very least.
Oh, here's Gamboa in the process of landing some shots. Now, yeah, he dropped him, hit him with the right hand, then the left hand, and the knee went down of Gamboa. He drops him again. That's a hard knockdown that time with the left hook. There's no quit in Gamboa. He keeps battling, falling forward. Uppercut, drops him again. It's all over. Terence Crawford has stopped Yuriorkis Gamboa to defend his title in his hometown.
Terence Crawford has become an American star.
And then on the back end, a right hand to the body, and that's going to be a knockdown score.
3, 4, 5, 6. Right hand to the body.
You're going to see the left hand coming up right there behind the ear.
And now, as a righty, Crawford comes in. There's a three-punch combination from the champ. Oh, and Kaviaskis comes back and lands a combination zone. And Crawford just nails him.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's got a rhythm to him right now.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, a lunging left hand. That backs up Kaviaskis. Then an uppercut. An absolutely brilliant uppercut. Let's watch how he does it here. One punch, that's it. Bud Crawford, title defense.
Hurting Kaviaskis, getting him against the ropes, and then look at the uppercut, how he sneaks it up the middle as Kaviaskis leaned forward just a little bit, and he found a way with that nice uppercut.
Yeah, it's not difficult. Terence Crawford made up his mind, and I'm going to stop you for hurting me, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get that done, whether I'm in a southpaw stance or the right-hand stance. And Kaviaskis felt every bit of Terence Crawford tonight, and he realized that his levels to the game, and this dude has an intensity that's different than most.
And here's the end of the fight. Terence Crawford again attacking with that looping left hand. It was available for him earlier. And here it is again. Nice little uppercut coming around. Down goes Kaviaskis. Got to get that last punch. Beautiful right hook right here.
Yeah, that hurt.
Right on the ear.
That hurt.
And down goes Kaviaskis. And that was the end of the fight right there. A punch he never threw the whole fight.
Finisher, they all expect him to be. He is. What a huge right hand, and he has done it. That man is the best in the world. How do you want them to close a show? What should it look like to deliver on everything you say?
On the bottom of their shoes. Nice. That puts him back on his heels. Is Delorme hurt? He goes down. He goes down on one knee. He hit him with a shot, put him back up against the ropes, and he was hurt. Then he caught him with the right hand and then the left hand to put him down. Well, that answers another solid right hand. A lot of time to go in this round. Uppercuts. Can he stop him right now? He better start answering some punches, but the referee won't have any choice. That's the second time down. Right hand. Left hook downstairs. Crawford shining now. He's not back totally. And Crawford pouring it on. Last little shot. He better answer. The ref is going to stop the fight. He's giving him the excuse. And down he goes for the third time. That's it. The fight's all over. He's out on his feet. Crawford has knocked out Thomas Delorme. Well, that answers the questions. Can he step up with power?
Terence Bud Crawford is just getting better and better and better. And that is not good news for those who wondered about his punching power at 140 pounds. Colonel, he punched harder at 140 pounds.
Terence is sharpshooting right now.
Big left hand, right hook, uppercut, sends him back. Another left hand and a knockdown score. 40 seconds to go here in round number 9. Let's see what Crawford does with it. Here he comes, backs him up with a left hand again. Horns in the corner, uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over. We celebrated an undefeated triple count winner in New York today, and now a triple division